The silence in the room was louder than the screaming match that had preceded it. I stood in the center of my own kitchen looking at my husband Mark and his sister Chloe. On the marble countertop sat a small, sleek recording device, the kind used by private investigators. It had been hidden inside a decorative vase for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of my private conversations, my phone calls with my mother, my singing to myself while I cooked, and my most intimate moments, all captured and catalogued. "It wasn't a trap, Elisa," Mark said, his voice terrifyingly calm, as if he were explaining a budget spreadsheet instead of a massive violation of my dignity. "It was a verification process. Chloe just wanted to make sure you were who you said you were before we finalized the trust fund documents for the kids. You have to understand, our family has a lot to lose." I felt a coldness spread from my chest to my fingertips. My husband of 7 years, the man who held my hand through 3 miscarriages and the birth of our twins, had let his sister test me like I was a common criminal. I wasn't a person to them anymore. I was a liability to be audited.
And while I'm getting started, don't forget to subscribe. This is where we'll find the wildest family dramas, real-life revelations, and stories you won't be able to tear yourself away from.
To understand how I got here, you have to understand who I am. I've always been the glue. My name is Elisa, and for a decade I've been the person who remembers birthdays, the one who stays up until 2 a.m. baking for the school fundraiser, and the person who buffered the jagged edges of the Sterling family's ego. I grew up with nothing, working 3 jobs to put myself through nursing school. When I met Mark, I didn't see his family's wealth. I saw a man who seemed grounded and kind. I sacrificed my career to move to his hometown and raise our children, Leo and Mia. I spent my weekends listening to his mother, Beatrice, complain about the quality of help these days, and I endured Chloe's constant passive-aggressive remarks about my quaint upbringing. I did it all because I loved Mark. I thought we were a team. I thought my loyalty had been proven in the trenches of real life. But Chloe Sterling never saw me as family. Chloe is the kind of woman who wears her inheritance like armor. She's sharp, clinical, and deeply suspicious of anyone who wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth. She had spent years whispering in Mark's ear, planting seeds of doubt about my true intentions. The inciting incident happened on a Tuesday. It started with a text message from Chloe that seemed innocent enough. "Hey Elisa, I'm dropping off those heirloom roses for the garden. I'll just leave them in the foyer." I didn't think twice about it.